is a 10. Busquet beats his buddy to win the Barcelona Super High Roller.
If I'd seen a movie where a character comes back from having less than 1% chance to winning the whole thing, I would have said it was too unrealistic.
Biggest comebacks in poker history. Every poker player dreams of the perfect comeback. The moment when you're down to fumes, written off by the table, and somehow claw your way back to the top. We're ace up his sleeve. In this hand, Olivier Busquet doesn't just gain chips, he takes out a titan. Dan Shack, known as much for his multi-million-dollar hedge fund career as his fearless poker play, decides to push with a less-than-premium holding. It's the kind of move that works against most opponents, but not this time.
Hey. There's an early position raise, an early position re-raise, and you wake up with aces, it is a dream come true. I'm talking Megan Fox caliber dreams here. You're gonna 4-bet. You're gonna 4-bet like the wind.
Here comes the re-raise from Olivier, 930,000. A fold from Trickett, action on Shack.
How much you have left?
Oh man, are we gonna see a classic Dan Shack blast off?
2 million something?
Like 2-3.
Don't do it, Dan.
I'm all in. Call.
Whoops.
We've seen that face before. It usually comes right before he knocks someone out of a tournament. Sorry, Olivier.
Well, Busquet is an 87% favorite here.
Yeah, how good do you think he feels about that 87%? He just won with less than 1%.
Good point.
Risky shove by Dan Shack. He had no fold equity against any actual hand, and Olivier is going to be bluffing there less often than an Appalachian father at a shotgun wedding.
Well, Shack is at risk and behind, but he flops a flush draw.
Boom shakalak. All he's missing is the final
Back to straight rolls too.
Good spot, Sam.
Who's all in, by the way?
I am.
You're all in. Who's all in? Dan's all.
So Dan Shack needs a spade on the river to survive and take the chip lead.
Can he do it again? If it's a spade, he remains the GOAT. If not, this is going to be a punt for the ages.
The river is a diamond. He's out.
Good call. Close on that one. Yeah. Again, Dan. First pot of open all day.
All in pre-flop, he holds firm as the board runs clean. The table, the audience, and even Shack know there's no escape. Shack is eliminated, and Busquet's momentum is officially terrifying. What looked like an early exit is now a legitimate shot at the title, and Busquet is locked in, reading the table like a man possessed. Final 3, final push. Only 3 remain, and suddenly Busquet, who not long ago was hanging by a thread, is the biggest threat in the room. At this point in a €50,000 super high roller, there are no soft spots. Everyone at the table is an elite, and every hand carries 6-figure consequences, but Busquet doesn't blink.
Busquet in the big blind has 5s.
All in.
And he shoves on Vlad.
Call.
And Troinovsky calls.
Raise calling with ace-8 might be plus EV, depending on how light Olivier's jamming, but I think open shoving does slightly edge it out.
Vlad flipping for his tournament life.
How much did he have?
16 bigs, like 2 million, 2.1 million.
It's a race, like beans versus slaw.
Well, Troinovsky flops a gut shot. He now has aces, 9s, and 8s all working for him. The turn card is a 3. So Troinovsky needs to hit one of his 10 outs on the river. It's a jack, 5s hold, and Vlad exits in 3rd.
You're getting that.
Good luck. Yeah, just too lucky. Good playing.
You can feel the momentum shifting entirely his way. Players are now forced to flip coins, and the aggression ramps up as the finish line inches closer. The next elimination sets up an unforgettable heads-up clash with Daniel Coleman, one that will decide not just the winner, but the legend of this comeback. The Comeback Kid. The pressure is sky high, the lights are blinding, and all the money is on the table. This is where champions are forged. Olivier Busquet, playing heads-up for the championship, is only 1 step away from his goal.
Well, he's got ace-king here. Oh, and he's setting a trap, he just calls. Queen-jack suited for Busquet.
I do not see Olivier checking behind.
He raises.
All in.
Coleman shoves. And Olivier calls.
Here we go. It's either over or the start of a very long journey back for Dan Coleman.
Well, Dan's got it in as a 62% favorite.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You got me, man.
Well, Busquet's got 2 live cards, and if he hits, the title is his. The flop is 8 deuce deuce. Coleman now a 3-1 favorite to double up.
The heat is on.
The turn card is a queen. Busquet now an 86% favorite. Only 6 cards in the deck deny him victory.
The heat may be turning off.
The river card is a 10. Busquet beats his buddy to win the Barcelona Super High Roller.
If I'd seen a movie where a character comes back from having less than 1% chance to winning the whole thing, I would have said it was too unrealistic.
Busquet continues his improbable ascent. It's a hand that reminds us why we watch the game. Not just for the cards, but for the stories. And when it comes to comeback stories, Busquet, like Negreanu before him, shows us what it looks like when heart and hustle collide. Don't miss another legendary win, epic poker blow-up, or brutal bad beat. Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more epic poker action. Thanks for watching.